So why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello, I am Lordy Rodriguez. Should I say I'm an artist and stuff like that, or?
Start again. Start again. Start again.
Hi, I'm Lordy Rodriguez, and I'm an artist working on this Free Stories project.
So Lordy, why don't you tell us what is the oldest item in your possession?
I've been thinking about this question. At first, I thought it was this issue of X-Men number 20 from 1969. This is the oldest possession that I ever got on my own. Second to that is an old family heirloom of a wooden fork, spoon, and knife that's been in the family for a couple of generations. So I'll show you these. Here are these. You can find these in almost every Filipino home, and these belong to my grandmother. And these used to be in my home when I was living in the Philippines. I left the Philippines when I was 3, so I remember these in the Philippines. And then my grandmother brought them over from the Philippines when she moved here in the 80s. And then she passed away about 2 years ago, so I adopted these, and now these belong to me.
So Lordy, just a couple of fun questions. Dogs or cats?
Dogs, but I really respect cats.
Rock or interpretive dance?
That was rock, okay. I'm a huge fan of Carol Armitage. She's one of my favorite choreographers. But I really have a soft spot for the Beatles. So, to answer both.
I guess my question is, do you rock out or do you do interpretive dance?
Oh, when I'm by myself, I've done both at the same time. Interpretive dance to Madonna has been done before in my studio.
That's awesome. So what do you do when you aren't making art?
When I'm not making art...
Are you ever not making art?
That's so true. No. When I'm not making art, I'm usually watching TV or playing Farmville on the computer.
Oh, okay.
To be honest.
How big is your farm in Farmville?
I got the biggest size. And I have almost every animal that they have available and every crop. I've planted all of them. I'm a pretty good player on Farmville.
Yeah? You don't feel like it sucks your life out?
It does. It does, but we all need that every now and then. We need something to suck the life out of us somehow.
Okay, so a little bit about the Free Stories project. What about this project attracts you?
One of the things that I've used a lot in my work has been employing the narrative and employing multiple narratives. Multiple narratives are typical in maps. You could almost apply any narrative to a map. But they were all coming from me, and I've never had the chance to incorporate someone else's fiction or non-fictional narrative into my own work. So this was a really great opportunity to do that.
So neighborhoods in San Francisco, I mean the entire project is sort of about the neighborhoods in San Francisco. What stuck out to you about Fisherman's Wharf?
Fisherman's Wharf was one of the first places I visited when I came to San Francisco. The first time I came here was in high school, and that was one of the first places I went to, and that was the representation for the city for me in the beginning. Usually tourist places are, and with Fisherman's Wharf, there's this really great dual history that that location has, from a very utilitarian area or an industrial area to something more for entertainment and tourism. To make that change, Fisherman's Wharf is sort of a microcosm of that change, and that's something that I find really interesting and I look for whenever I visit a city.
Hi, Chris.
What's up, Lordy? What? This is C-Mick.
So, how much of an ass have I been working with this project or collaborating? Be honest.
Don't ever work with Lordy Rodriguez. Lordy's great to work with, and I think his work is really, really, really interesting. I mean, I read once in well, I didn't read, but I saw a video interview of Lordy, and he was talking, because you're Lordy, you are Lordy now, you're no longer Chris. You were talking about how you like to read anthropology, and anthropology is sort of a source for you, and I guess a source for the narratives that play themselves out in your work. And that's also one of my sources, so it's been a blast to work with Lordy. Though I wish he would respond to my emails faster.
That's never gonna happen, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm used to it by now.
I used to watch a lot of French ones. Like French cinema used to be my favorite, like the comedies.
Why French?
Oh, they're funny. Comedies are funny.
That's true.
They really are.
Comedies are funny.
Oddly enough.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, I know. Comedies are funny. Dramas are sad too, I heard. I don't watch very much dramas.